Hello and welcome to Valley Road for round one of the National Premier League Tasmania season. Devonport Strikers up against Clarence Zebras. My name's Alex Mummery. Joining me today will be Tanner Code for this interesting matchup as the players get ready here. Tanner, how are you going today and how are you going to see this game playing out?
Going very well, thanks mate. Really looking forward to this. It's going to be a pretty tough assignment for Mark Astley. His first coaching game for Clarence Zebras, but what a way to begin with them with the toughest road trip in Tasmanian football.
Yeah, it's been a season of change for both teams, but particularly for Zebras with a brand new young head coach and also a lot of new players, but Devonport as well with new imports, crucially losing Fernandez Garrido, the top scorer for last few seasons really, or up amongst the top scorers, and a few new imports. So it should be interesting to see how the new imports take to the Valley Road faithful. As the players quickly come out, there will be a minute of silence. We'll try and get through at least the Devonport Strikers lineup. We'll have Noah Calamata in goals, who'll be taking over from Keegan Smith. Toby Barton, Mulraney, and Smith will be the back three as per usual. Massey Benjamin, a new name for them. Quick winger, had a bit to say about last week, along with Amazame, Dennehy, Bidwill last, and Declan Zadazny, the big new import. Well, not imported, Tasmanian originally, but coming back to Tasmania after a bit of time off. As the players go through for nights, have a half-finished stand at Valley Road, and some new upgrades coming in over there. And as I'll just take a pause to see if we are going to get a moment of silence, potentially just going to hold our horses, or whether it's just a black armband situation for Devonport. As captains shake hands. We'll go through the Clarence lineup while that's happening. So Mitchell Higgins in goals, who's a new player from Adelaide. Kane Hatcher, who's sort of come around the traps at Clarence for quite a while. Will Blizzard and Will Simon, the two Williams for Clarence. Kyle Vincent, who's come over for Knights, a very excited player and looking for some more consistency in playing time. Nicholas Wright, Sam Toos, Jack Maundrell, a new player coming through for them. Ryan Cook, Tom McKernan, who's a centre-back who's come over from a university, and Ben Tilley, the other centre-back for Clarence today. As we just get ready here for this, I think I was sort of remarking earlier on, Tanner, that this could be one of the more open seasons that we've seen in a few years. I think with the change at Devonport, maybe will just shut the door and be the front runners for the title again. But it might take some betting in as well.
Oh, absolutely. Bringing in two Japanese players is definitely a bit of a gamble, but Rikuru Ichimura, Shogo Uzame, the left winger and Cam respectively. So it's going to be interesting because replacing Roberto Fernandez Garrido is not an easy assignment, Alex.
Yeah, and what we saw in Summer Cup final last week, the holders of the Summer Cup now, Devonport, I think both of those players were really good for them, and that will be very smooth transitioning for them. As we just about get underway here for the first NPL game at Valley Road this season, as Zadazny kicks us off, and Devonport start quickly and go straight up the line. For Massey Benjamin, be safely seen out by Kane Hatcher, be playing fullback for Zebras this evening. And for Zebras, it's definitely a bit of a new look. A few players sort of leaving and a lot of young players coming through. I think it will be a bit of a building season around a young coach and a young side for them.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a year full of hopeful promise and development going forward. Astley is the right man for the job, but this is a very tough opening game. So,
a bit of a baptism of fire for Mark, and going okay in terms of intensity so far. As Smith tries to poke through to Shogo Umazame. Scored a really nice goal in that Summer Cup final.
You may notice, Alex, in the lineup, we didn't see Matthew Pace or Riley Dillon. They have both left Zebras.
Dennehy will just get on the ball. It's an interesting ball in and dealt with by Tom McKernan, player from university. Might have had a bit to do with over time. So it's a bit of a step up for him, but I think he's been wanting the responsibility and obviously built that relationship with Mark Astley, who has been a coach at university previously. I will touch upon those outs in a second as we'll go through with the corner for Ichimura. It's low, not exactly what I think Devonport would have liked. They've been playing, at least in Summer Cup, putting it right on the head of the keeper. It'll be interesting to see how the new keeper, Mitchell Higgins, turns out for them. He's been quite solid at the moment, very much getting Zebra's defence in shape. As Tilly pumps it up the line, doesn't have a lot on. Kyle Vincent one out here, and he'll poke it through.
It's well worked by the body there by Kyle Vincent. Another exciting signing that Zebras have brought in.
Definitely, I think could be a big season for him. I think he's just lacked a little bit of consistency, but can score absolute bangers. He scored the goal of the year last year, and went along to a Summer Cup game against South Hobart 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that was a blinder.
Yeah, really, really good goal from him, so he's definitely a dangerous player.
Yep, he's got it in his back pocket, all right.
Yeah. And I think it will just be difficult for Zebras to control the game, as it's a bit of a strong challenge on Toby Barton early.
That is a very nasty knock.
I wonder whether the slice of cheese will come out tonight. But nothing doing from the referee so far. Barton seems to be okay.
Referee Nathan Code happy to wave play back underway very quickly there.
We're just happy to feel each other out a bit. Smith will knock it forward. It's around the back, and Dennehy will lash it into the top of the net. What a crazy angle for a goal that is from Brodie Dennehy. 3 minutes into the game, Devonport are 1-0 up already. That's a big show of strength for the title defence.
Brodie Dennehy working his way down the wing, just gets it in off the top crossbar. How you doing? 1-0.
From that sort of angle, I did not expect a shot from there. But just got turned around the Zebras fullback there, and don't have to tell Brodie Dennehy twice to hit it. And we've said it might be a bit of a baptism of fire today for Zebras, and that is not the start that Mark Astley would have wanted the team to get off to.
No, definitely not.
Dasney now, he's getting involved. And it's Last just sitting in the hole in the midfield. And Mulroney, the veteran for Devonport. So maybe Barton now. And I think Benjamin will be playing out wide on the left.
Last, looking for the option, sends it into the box.
Putting that pressure on Zebra's defence. As Nicholas Wright gets hassled off the ball.
Barton back up on his feet, good to see early.
Yeah, I think got a very three strapping lads in the Devonport defence. It'll take a lot for any of them to stay down.
Absolutely, Mulroney in there for one.
There's Smith who fouls Vincent. It's looking really nice and a beautiful day in Devonport today.
It's actually looking stunning, Alex.
That early, they protect the pitch very well up there in Valley Road.
It's not quite the portress that we're seeing at the moment with all the mud, but it's good to see.
Yeah, I think it's always that home ground advantage, and they'll look at forward for Bidwell to collect. And I just think it's been a little bit of a difficult start for Zebras. No real rhythm. Again, in that Summer Cup game, they did struggle to start a little bit, and they got into that game. They fired themselves up. That is a real strength of Astley. He's able to create a good culture and good relationship with the players. But Devonport just a well-oiled machine at this point.
Oh, 100%. They just grind out results week after week. Every time you think that you've counted them out, they just come back and just do what they do best.
They can really play different styles. As May goes through and gets a bit of a knock, and is that a penalty?
No, I think
just
it's
outside. I think McKernan there feeling a little bit aggrieved that maybe he didn't make contact there, but nice little bit of footwork from it was Riku Chimura actually in the 15. Both incredible dribblers. I know it's a bit unfair to lump them both in the same category, just being from Japan, but coming at the same time and similar profile of players. Have definitely added a different dimension to the attacking midfield. And just trying to see who's over this one. Dennehy again.
Looks like Brody. Sends in the free kick.
Low and blocked by the wall. It's hit okay. It was Taylor Last who scored a double last week in the Summer Cup final. And 2 well-taken goals from him, so definitely has licence. But well over the top. And early going here at Valley Road. We're 1-0 to Devonport.
Higgins is looking for the option.
Had the same thought there. Yeah, he's definitely got an interesting style, knows what he wants out of the goal kicks.
He's already come out of his box early as well, clearing away. Dangerous play, but he managed to get out of it. Zebras now trying to push up forward.
It's Vincent, he's cutting inside, little foot in by Smith. Vincent will pop it up to the back post, and it's over the top of Noah Kalamata. It's a little bit of a dangerous sign there for Clarence Zebras.
We touched on key players before, Alex. Kyle Vincent is going to have to be the key for Zebras today.
You'd think so. I think just that physicality, that pace. I know Sam Tews and Ryan Cook, different profile of player than he is, but I think he will be able to physically challenge the Devonport defence, which you can't say about too many people in the league, as Bidwell just misses that one. The radar just a little bit off. Yeah, that was a good little passage for Zebras. Just got to make sure they aren't isolated up there, as Blizzard doesn't find the feet of Andrew. It's Tews actually, both with the bleach blonde hair. That's a new look for Sam Tews in the last few weeks. It's Dennehy, the goal scorer. And it'll just be switched off. I think now Devonport are 1-0 up. They'll be trying to kind of play that possession style. That's one thing I have admired about them probably in the last season or two. Really develop that style from this solid kind of play to an all-round style of play. Can play possession, can play on the break if they want to, can dribble around players. They've got so much flexibility with well, front four really, but across the board of the team.
Interesting how they're going to be playing a 3-4-3 this year, Alex. Back three in Tasmanian football hasn't quite worked out in many years.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a fair bit about that in the Summer Cup last week. Charles Bidwell, at least in that game, was playing almost as a fourth kind of defender back there. They've obviously got Mulroney, Barton and Smith, who are vastly experienced, all fantastic centre-backs, and Barton and Smith also can play a bit of full-back. Yeah, with Bidwell being able to drop in when needed, and he's got the tank to be able to do that. And here he is now, sort of picking up the ball from that centre-back position. But yeah, just trying some new things here at Valley Road this season, and I'm all for it. I love to see different formations and different kind of looks. You've got to, I think, find new challenges in some ways when you kind of have been as successful as Devonport have been. And maybe implementing this new system, potentially a sign of that is Vincent with his pressing, challenging with the goal of Kalamata. That's one other thing we could probably, we've got all game to talk about really, but with the change up in keepers, with Noah Kalamata coming in for Keegan Smith, who's been a rocking goal for Devonport over the last few seasons.
Yeah, Keegan was fantastic over the last couple of seasons. Really good asset coming in with the former A-League player, just helping get that extra profile in the NPL Tasmania. Q now going forward. Post pass one.
Little ball into Zadadzny that gets almost dropped off, but not finding the feet of a Devonport player as Vincent tries to release and leaves a challenge in on last. Got his foot in and copped one for his efforts. Just think with just those dribblers they've got, Ichimura showing again that the dribbling threat is going to be an absolute handful for Zebras today.
He's looking very good technically on the ball, Raku already early.
I have to agree with that. And got Taylor Last to kind of make things tick in the midfield. You got the ball-winning midfielder of Bidwell, who can really just do it all. Just frees up that attacking, front 3 or 4s.
Just called for a new ball there, just from the sidelines, and we saw a bit of a handball from Ryan Cook.
Yeah, he's just making sure it's all good. A dead ball specialist himself has last a little cheeky ball till his header's not the best, and McKernan scratches it away. Benjamin will turn it back over for Devonport. Here's Ichimura. Finds Zadasny, who rocks on the right foot, but no power behind it. And stays at 1-0 for now. Higgins getting a good touch on the ball there. You want to get your hands on it early like that, but you don't want to be 1-0 down already. Zadasny with his press. Just for Benjamin. Is there a call for a foul there? Not yet on Ichimura. And Zebras will try and counter here. Here's Mondrel. Lump it up forward, slices it a bit. And Bidwell, again, playing that kind of free roaming role. He tries to put up the line. Cook, can he get it past last? He can. Vincent with a good touch on. Mondrel not on his bike though. He'll make Cook do the running, and Mondrel will press now, but Devonport will get out. Colorado will lump it forward, and Dennehy now. He'll go through Umazame and Ichimura. Out through Nicholas Wright, a player I haven't seen much of as yet.
Who's just bullied off the ball there.
Yeah, I think that's one other thing that that Zebras may struggle with today in particular, but throughout the season, they don't have a lot of height and physicality in a way. I know Twos plays a lot taller than how tall he is. He's a real honey badger in there for them at times, but really, especially up forward, Vincent the only big body, and he'll try and get a run on, and he does. Can he get on the end of it? Oh, do you leave one in on Mulroney though? No foul.
Brody Dennehy now having a look.
Yeah, on the counter is Devonport.
Nothing doing on that one.
Yeah, the ball just, again, radar just a little bit off from Brody Dennehy. I mean, it wasn't off for the goal at all. It was a stunning strike that was. Zebras now just trying to find their way into the game, and that'll be good signs for them as Vincent, is he onside? His touch just eludes him, and Mulroney clears it. That is the counter-attacking threat that Carl Vincent does pose.
Vincent is looking lively early. He's going to have to really fill the void with no Riley Dillon in the squad. He's just gone to the Norky Knights, and we also understand that Matthew Pace has joined Newtown Eagles.
Yeah, just reading some of the blogs this morning, just trying to get my feed of Tasmanian soccer news. Seeing that little change there, it's a good recruit for Eagles, who just continue to do it in the Southern Championship. But yeah, another experienced player out for Zebras. Twos will take. It's low. It's almost poked home, but it hits the crossbar. That was a really good effort. I think that was Vincent who went for it. Is there a counter-attacking opportunity for Devonport? And does just reflect off Ichimura, who started brightly here, but interesting little low ball in and almost poked home, and another tight angle.
They definitely could have done with that equaliser early. That was very dangerous there by Zebras.
That will be a confidence builder for them now. They're definitely starting to get into this game. Just shell-shocked a little bit with probably just the pace and maybe the 3-hour trip up the Midlands, Bass Highway. So it can be hard to start in those sorts of situations.
Vincent trying to weave his way through traffic. Mulroney sends it forward. Raku. Gee, he's looking dangerous already, Alex.
Yeah. It's an interesting setup, you say, again, with that three at the back formation. That's where I've sort of taken my attention, but it does mean that they've got Umazame, who's almost on the ball now, and Ichimura and Zadasny all up front, and Brody Dennehy playing as a wing-back. It's very attacking, but obviously that's what Tom Ballantyne wants, just put that pressure on.
Not bad versatility from a golden boot there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just can play all around the pitch and throw in the likes of Nick Launo-Atkinson, who isn't on the team sheet today, but who's not on the park today, sorry.
Yeah, just warming the pine today, Launo-Atkinson.
You will feel that he will figure in that sort of front four-ish position for Devonport, as McKernan is known for some of those raking passes from defence and strong challenges, and shows both of them there, but doesn't find Vincent, who's lurking in this left-hand side.
McKernan, also a new player, joining from university, I believe, Alex?
Yes, been playing at uni for probably 3 or 4 years now, and as I said, having worked under Mark Astley for a while and trying to push himself at NPL level. Definitely has the capability to, and he's a very intense character. Really loves to get the team kind of around him and get the vibes and the intensity up. So it'd be interesting to see how he kind of develops into that situation. Has some pedigree from playing through the Olympia Juniors back when they were a bit more of a juggernaut. There's Mazame's in the area, but Tilly will partner McKernan this season. Just back to Mitch Higgins. Vincent will go to 1-2, and Cooks found himself in a good area. Can he get through the wall of the Devonport defence? No, he can't.
No. Mulroney standing up nice and firm there.
I think that's also an interesting little position change this season, or at least Ryan Cook, Summer Cup game and today's, here he is in the number 9 position. Definitely got some solid skills, really good feet. But he's played a bit of fullback, played kind of all over the park for Zebras in the last few seasons.
And Dennehy already playing all over the park as well. Back into the fullback.
Yeah, he'll be shuttling up and down, as will Marcy Benjamin here on the other side. I just kind of wonder how that will play out with Cook up front. And hopefully for Zebras supporters, it will prove to be a good switch. As Dennehy again all over the park. Over to Ichimura.
Riku has a look up. Goes past one, goes past another. Has it gone in? No, we couldn't see on our camera there, Alex.
Flicks it just on the left foot and held well by Higgins. No real power behind that, but again showing the threat of what he provides there, Riku Ichimura. Bidwell will run forward now. Loves these amazing runs forward. Charles Bidwell, and brought down by Sam Toos.
Toos is still hanging in there, but he's given away a free kick.
Yeah, I think referee was just holding on to see if there was any advantage there. A lot of hands involved by Sam Toos. Again, a fiery customer. That's what you need in your team, though. Always one or two of those players who'll get in there and do the dirty work. But left with a interesting spot for this free kick that Taylor Last will take. So he had one here just before. I don't know if he'll shape to shoot. He played a little half ball over to where Bidwell's standing. He's currently unmarked. Vincent comes over. He'll scuff that one a little bit, Taylor Last, and McKernan will flip that one away.
Dennehy now back on the ball. Passes. Looks for the option.
Smith will launch it back in. It's almost there, but Tilly will clear, and it'll go out for a throw from Brody Dennehy. The last has come short, but it's going for the hold-up play of Zadasny. He's last.
Oh, he's
slid in by Mondrill, but good challenge in the end.
Very good challenge.
Half a shout for you got all ball, but you're always a little bit scared when those those slide tackles coming in the box.
Oh, 100%. Corner now coming in for Devonport.
Definitely had one or two counter-attacking opportunities, Zebras, but it has been all Devonport so far, and they're ratcheting up some real pressure here on Zebras' defence.
Riku Ichimura to take. Again, one of the new Japanese imports for Devonport. Already made his mark in the game early. Sends in the ball to the box, and header, but it's saved there by Higgins.
It's a big jump, and Zadasny's in there. He's got some height on him for sure, but just evaded his head. And Devonport will just reload. I feel like we might see this a fair bit today. Just Zebra's getting back in shape, and the striker's trying to play throughs. There's another slide challenge from Will Simon. Does get the ball this time. Got a little bit done on that first goal. Again, Ichimura is causing all sorts of problems for Zebras at the moment.
Looking at good acquisition early, Alex.
Yeah, well, I thought last week I was like, oh, maybe Umazume potentially had a better game, but Ichimura is really showing his class. Low one though, it does find Bidwell. Stood up at the top of the box. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Zebra's shape holding firm for now. Just look to reload again. Seems like they are trying to set up short. Higgins, he's getting that space really detailed at the moment. Set up. And then does look to launch them forward. I mean, they are a goal behind, so there's no way they're looking to take time out of the game.
No, definitely not.
It just seems like most times they're setting up short and then going long. Then Two's on it and got slung by Shogo Umazame.
Almost got a slap to a slap there.
Yeah, almost
to Twos.
Thought Twos could almost give away a little yellow card here if he doesn't settle down. He didn't appreciate that one at all, understandably. He almost gave it back to Shogo there.
Mulroney just challenging the call there to Mr. Nathan Code, but will be the slice of cheese there for Samuel Twos.
Oh yeah, so he did get one on his way out as well, so managing that game as well. So yeah, the double card confirmation coming through there. I think Mulroney just trying to manage that situation, wanting not to concede a yellow card this early. But it will be a free kick for Zebras, and Tilly will try and play a reverse ball for Vincent. Wanted it in a different direction.
Yes, he did say sorry to Ben Tilly there. Roll in now for Devonport.
Launched forward by Smith. And did well.
Riku now playing a bit deep. Gone down, but freeways play on. Vincent over the top of the head.
Interesting little ball in. Cook's in the vicinity, but Bidwell is just such a good ball winner. Really,
Cook's staying on him though.
Yeah, gets it out of the corner. Here's Mondrill. Oh, he's just missed the pass to Sam Twos. Here's Zadasny. Real pedigree behind him. He'll swing it out wide for Mussy Benjamin, who we haven't seen a lot of today, but he's got some pace behind him. He'll try and challenge Kane Hatcher. Swing on the right, he cuts in for the pass, and just out of the reach of Brodie Dennehy.
It was the right idea though, coming in that wing.
That's what you want to see if you're playing the right-footed winger like that. Just cutting in, has an opportunity to shoot, has an opportunity to play a pass. Really sets yourself up in a really good power position. So we're ticked just over 24, or just into the 24th minute, and see how we go for the rest of the half. I think Devonport, yes, obviously on top, but again, there's been a few little glimmers of hope for Zebras, and I think they'll be buoyed that there haven't been too many super clear-cut chances for Devonport since the opening goal.
No, it hasn't been full dominance by Devonport just yet, has it?
And even the goal was from a ripping angle and like a great goal. I don't know if you're thinking of the XG of that shot from that tight angle. I can't say it would be that high.
Yeah, we're not quite Paramount Plus Index, but we're up there.
But that just shows the quality of the finish from Brodie Dennehy. Just a really cracking goal to get his season underway. Zebra's now trying to play out. They go pretty direct to McKernan. Cook now having to do a bit of pressing work. Really kind of, again, a bit isolated up there. They are just looking to get him behind back three.
Bidwell. Sent it down to Riku, but only as far as the Zebra player there.
It's an interesting little challenge there. Just seeing a yellow card come out. I don't think there was anything untoward about that, just a bit late on it. It's been well won by Will Blizzard. I think the midfield has at least competed for Zebras. I think they've been working pretty hard in there, and there's Blizzard getting on top of that one.
Oh, Ryan Cook is certainly helping charge up the troops out there.
Yeah, I think, again, that is a strength of Mark Astley, just getting the kind of galvanising the players. Often has a good relationship with them. I think Twos and Cook will be key in doing that on field, and that ball from Tilly is easily into the arms of Kalamata. Last with a lovely little splitting pass. That's Dennehy and get it into the triangle. Lovely possession of football here. Smith will just play it back to his keeper. And gets sent out wide, and Barton now will progress the football.
Barton feeds through to Bidwell. Bidwell in a bit of trouble. Back to Barton. I was looking for Benjamin there, but couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Yeah, good pressure from Hatcher. I think he's got the pace to go with Marcy Benjamin. Very quick player. I think a lot of watchers of Tasmanian football sort of had their eye on Kane Hatcher for a while. Hasn't played a lot of NPL, I guess, with Place playing a bit of fullback for Zebras, and I guess just other options going with over the last little while. But it's kind of a big season for him as for starting right back for Zebras. So McKernan plays it into Vincent. Ball from out to Saman.
Leads in the ball to Vincent. Vincent just trying to bully off his defender.
The last again, just so composed.
Dennehy waited for the option, but somehow they've worked out the 1-2. This is dangerous play here by Devonport.
Yeah, just that interplay that Taylor Last kind of affords them. They're playing a lot of little triangles. Smith wards off the Blizzard challenge into Zadazny. Mondrel gets a foot in and it'll be chunked away.
Barton also heaves it away. Down to Benjamin. Benjamin has a look up. Feeds through to Bidwell. Bidwell just trying to muscle off Sam Twos there. I think Sam Twos might have actually grabbed his leg, but
I think he got his body just in the right position, Sam Twos, and he's got rewarded with a free kick. He's, again, not tall of stature, but got that low centre of gravity and loves to just get his body on the ball. That's definitely an example there, and Bidwell's just gone over the back of him a little bit there.
Yes, we've got a lot of slim shady haircuts out there today, so bear with us, folks. Vincent
misses that one, and then it's just trotted forward by Taylor Last. He'll release Marcy Benjamin, who's in behind here. Hatcher's tracking him. Has a look up and sees if he can't find Taylor Last. Brings it down and hits it well, and it's a great save by Higgins. Taylor Last dangerous from that sort of range, and Mitch Higgins with his first real defensive action today, showing that he can get up there with the best of them.
Wonderful play there by Taylor Last, but that was a great save there by Higgins.
Yeah, lovely little progression there from Benjamin, who stood it up to the top of the box, and we'll have Ichimura on the corner. Towards the keeper, and keeper flaps at it. Does it find the back of the net? Not quite.
Scramble in the box there, Alex.
Almost just falling at the feet of a Devonport player, but not as yet. And Zebras survive. Wide from Mulroney. Ichimura cutting inside on the left foot, and a decent hit, and almost spilled by Higgins. He's done the hardest thing incredibly, and then two interesting moments there with getting kind of pushed under the ball on the corner and dealing with that one well, but always just a heart in mouth moment when you see the keeper pushing it down rather than just catching it.
Oh, 100%. We saw it earlier in our WSL feature game with Nicky Javier before, just tapping the ball down. Nearly commentators cursed on us though, praising Higgins on the save, and then there's a bit of a shaky moment there.
Can't read into that too much, I think. Was it a tremendous save from the Zebras keeper? Dasney with a good press, and Nazame trying to get through.
That's well defended there by Zebras. That could have been extremely dangerous.
Mondrel. Bidwell now.
Vincent giving the charge to Kalamata, but Kalamata says, "How you going? I'll go this way instead."
I think he seems to be relishing that kind of box control position.
Benjamin calling for the options.
Is Taylor Last again, and slowing the tempo down now, Devonport. Get in with a lovely little bit of interplay. Can Benjamin get on the end of it? Goes for the low cross again, and away by Tom McKernan.
Another corner here for Devonport, this time on the left side.
Yeah, really putting a lot of pressure on Zebras. There's already, well, have to be into the at least 6th corner for Devonport.
Looks like Riku's going to be taking again.
He's been absolutely everywhere already today, Uchimura. And the in-swing corner for Devonport, always a threat. They'll stack everyone up on the keeper here, so interesting to see how Zebras deal with it.
Could see Moroni come up, reach up his top.
Big jump from Kyle Vincent, who's come back in. He's plopped it over the top of the bar, and they'll get another corner. Really, a lot of traffic in front of Mitch Higgins now. Yeah, there is Mulroney. He'll be one of those people that will be trying to poach one off the in-swinging corner.
The tall timber indeed, Mulroney. No stranger to getting the last-minute goals.
Chimura again. A bit shallower this time. It's nodded on and almost finds its way into the back of the net. It's flapped out of there by Mitch Higgins. Yes. Alert to the danger.
Palmed away there by Higgins. That could have been 2-0 to the good.
Yeah, these swing corners really dangerous. I didn't think that the quality of the ball in was that high, but it was just enough to put a bit of chaos in the box, and anytime a ball bounces in the opposition box, anything can happen, and almost saw another Devonport goal.
One thing that we need to remember when it comes to Valley Road, anytime Devonport get any lead past a 1-0, it's going to be a very dangerous game to come back from.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't have the stats on it off the top of my head, but I don't know how many times they've given up a 1-0 lead. I've seen many 1-0 wins for Devonport over the time, and it is a bit of a challenging situation to stare down that situation. They have to come back from that, going down so early in the game. Is a physical challenge there, goes the way of Devonport.
Free Nathan Code waving another free kick. Bit of afters there with Ryan Cook and Kieran Mulroney, but cooler heads prevailed, Alex.
Yeah, I think they're just two guys who enjoy the physical side of the game. Just high five at the end of that one. And Mulroney trots his way up into the forward half. It'll be Dom Smith over the ball here. He'll launch it up high. Higgins will come for it. It's a bit of a 50-50 challenge with Mulroney, and just trying to corral that one for Zebras for no avail. So Higgins really called into action now. He's under a lot of pressure, but dealing with it okay so far.
Barton looks like he might do a long throw. To the box it goes. Benjamin lurking up, but only as far as 2s. Now on to Kyle Vincent. Vincent just trying to shoulder block off his player. Does the whole 1-2, but he somehow still has the ball, Alex. That's great work there by Vincent. He's got
no support though, and does he earn a free kick? That was probably his best option. Wanderer was sort of near him, but no. He just get a bit of a stoppage in play. Just 4-on-1 really, and as much as he can be a super counter-attacking option, that's just never odds you really want to see.
No, not at all. He had 2-on-1 there, but somehow was weaving his way through the traffic.
Yeah. Definitely the main kind of outlet for Zebras today. It's been sort of well held by Mulroney. I think Vincent might have a little bit more success against Smith, but again, the numbers that they can get back with Bidwell and Last sort of dropping a little bit deeper, it's going to be a difficult task for them today.
Fantastic by
Marza making the 1-2. Foul getting conceded by Benjamin. But that was a fantastic piece of attacking play. A little bit of a cutting 1-2 between the imports. Mazame and Ichimura almost sent on their way. And that's sort of dynamic play that I think Valentine will be looking to implement this season. Obviously got the hold-up play of Declan Zadazny, but those two little mosquitoes that would be buzzing around the Devonport box. That was really well evaded by Zebras in the end, but threatening from Devonport. Get into Hatcher, who's got a 2-on-1. He'll get past Benjamin and get bundled over. Does call it.
I saw his tackle there. He is on a yellow card.
Yeah, I think it was happy for the ref already to blow the whistle.
Zebras take a quick. Cook couldn't find the ball.
Two's going through the back and falling over last for his trouble. So I think Taylor Last is very appreciative of the treatment he's getting at the moment, but he's a pretty cool customer, Taylor Last. He's just up and on with his job.
Calamata happy to go short.
Yeah, he's Bidwell dropping in, so he will drop in as this centre back when needed. Back four is Vincent Rob Smith and almost gets through Bidwell. It's an important challenge. He'll try and take it quickly. He does. He just didn't wait for the referee's decision.
Well, he appealed for the ball back to him, didn't he, Alex?
Yeah. Not sure who that came off last, but referee says it's the Devonport throw. So just trying to get that underway for Bidwell. Ben Tilley now over the ball. He's been taking these free kicks for Zebras. Bouncing ball looking for Vincent. Draw. Vincent again, and Smith is fouled.
Oh, Kyle, I can't believe he gave that away. But while he was talking about the foul, play on quickly there by Devonport.
It's
and
going to be a yellow card for Tom McKernan. Just a little bit blatant on the shirt pull, slowing the play down.
Have a slice of cheese early, Alex.
Yeah, they're racking them up now. Again, there's getting close to half time, so but we'll leave a long period of time for McKernan to be under a lot of pressure today, and just has to be smart about what he's doing. No
Mulroney.
fouls like that.
Nice little step over there by Kieran. Zebras recover. Twos. Only as far as Brodie Dennehy. Dennehy happy to go back to last. Bidwell. Dennehy. Riku. Happy to slow down the play. To Bidwell. Riku again. He's favouring that right wing again, Alex.
Good little cross in, and Higgins will just collect it. He'll play it forward. And just trying to get underway quickly for Zebras, but nothing doing on the counter. It's well held again by Kieran Mulroney. And he'll progress it up to Bidwell, trying to get on the half turn. Last, just a nice little ball back, and Devonport slowing the pace down again. Mazame coming in to play the ball back. It's Dennehy. Again, just wanting to just get out of this tight little situation. I think Zebras are sort of making the spaces tight for Devonport, but Devonport are good enough just to play through it at the moment. Not sacrificing everything for the defensive shape now. Clarence. Just wonder, kind of peeking into half-time, what both coaches will be sort of thinking. I think Devonport will be reasonably happy with how they've played. They've created a few good chances and obviously controlled the tempo and the pace of the game, goal up. I reckon Ballantyne will be pushing for more here, and I think for Mark Astley, just going to have to wonder how to get back in the game in terms of scoring a goal here. They've looked decently solid since the goal.
Yeah, they're grinding out there. Like, they're looking okay on the counter, but that missed chance there before, that's really going to haunt them.
Yeah, I think giving up a spectacular goal, you're going to cop that from time to time. But having to rebound from that's going to be a really tough mental proposition, I would say. But also, yeah, just how they can kind of support the likes of Vincent and Cook up forward when they do try and break. Is I see Benjamin now.
Benjamin has a look up, has Riku. Riku's happy to go back to Barton.
Moss will just get involved as well, and Bidwell will look forward now. Devonport going from side to side as Shogo Mazame holds off two strong challenges from Zebras.
It's well done there by Mazame.
He's just got that, again, supreme balance. All in, looking for Zadazny, comes off McKernan, and off, ricochets off Zadazny. He wasn't expecting the header to go back there. It's out for another Higgins goal kick. Zadazny's not had a lot of the ball as yet. I think in the Summer Cup game as well, sort of just reminded me a little bit of how City and Haaland can be at times, where you don't think he's in the game as much as maybe he could be. But always a threat. I'm just interesting to keep tabs on his performance over the season, really, and how he sort of builds into fitting into this Devonport strikers system.
Bidwell sussing around the field, finds Benjamin. Benjamin might take him on, feeds through Riku. To Bidwell, cross into the box, but only as far as Twos. Trouble here, but continued on. Vincent, a bit of slow to play momentarily, Alex.
Yeah, just trying to feed Twos again. It's an opportunity there, I think, to break quickly. Mondrill had a good little break, and then onto Vincent, and see anything up the field ahead of him that he liked. Maybe just too many players in front of him to get on his bike. It's back in predictable pattern of play here with Devonport holding the ball.
Oh, absolutely. Just controlling the game, just like they normally do. Valley Road, once again, very hard place to come to play football. Devonport are the masters of slowing down the game, though. You're always going to be chasing the ball, Alex.
Yeah, and that's the other thing for Zebras to be, I guess, wary of. It's just how much, still early in the season, how much fitness they've done, and can they hang with this amount of possession that Devonport are having. Is Twos? No. Doesn't drag Benjamin down, according to the referee. Pass goes in, but Mondrill gets the ball and he'll poke through to Cook. Does he have a half opportunity here? Held by Barton, just getting his body in the way of that one. Another half opportunity there for Zebras as Mondrill is down behind play.
Jack Mondrill went down pretty hard there, so just have a stoppage.
He's okay, just a little bit of a knock. Some hard challenges there from both teams in that phase of play. Taylor Last also looks like he's shaking off a bit of a knock. When you get the ball and then get a little bit caught on the way out. Toby Barton just waiting for signals to get back underway.
Yes, had the hands up saying, can we go now? Kalamata.
Not a lot to do so far, just helping out with that possession play at the moment. Tom McKernan.
Oh, shoved down there by Barton.
A few afters as McKernan gets involved, which he's going to have to be careful on a yellow card as well, as Barton cops his slice of cheese.
It's interesting Barton there though, like it looked like he went to say sorry, but it was almost in the impact of him still going forward, Alex.
Yeah, just copped a little bit too much, and again in the flow of play, that's it's probably going to be a yellow card all day, but Tom McKernan, he's a fiery customer, and he will always stick up for his teammates, but that's there was a little bit living dangerously going in there, being on a yellow card. So looks like he wants to get it moving quickly, but see Benjamin definitely not letting him.
I don't mind the tactics, Alex.
Yeah.
Just get into the player's head. Tilly must have been thinking, what's Massey doing? Anyway, Tilly gets us back underway. Sends the ball into the box.
Get a bit more penetration off these sort of free kicks. They've had a few in those positions.
Saman.
Yeah, that's it.
Riku.
Last just getting chopped down by Jack Mondrill there. He's been in the wars today so far, Taylor Last. I think he's probably been the most fouled player thus far.
Oh, absolutely. You can't stop him at the moment. He's weaving his way through traffic. But Devonport has still got all these other options on the wings with Brodie Dennehy as well.
Yes. I do wonder if we'll see the likes of Fahim Maradi and Ryan Atkinson in the second half. Dennehy, goal scorer so far, with the score at 1-0 at Valley Road as we're ticking into injury time here.
Vincent just shoved off the ball there by Charles Bidwell. Bidwell takes the shot from range, but it's off target.
He had the space to shoot. I think he's coughing a few words from Brodie Dennehy there. Was just like, let's keep passing the ball. Definitely had enough space, but I think Zebras will be happy to concede those sorts of opportunities. As I think they'll be happy to see given the timing of when they conceded the goal, just to see the half-time whistle, 1-0 down.
The Zebras haven't put their head down, Alex. They've still been hanging in it well. Devonport are still on top, but they are looking dangerous on the counter when they can.
Yeah, I think they'll be feeling like they're in this game, although that's not the best piece of work from Will Simon, who's just turn that one over. And Zadasny will be holding it up with Tilly for company.
Oh.
Held it up well.
Raku takes aim, but it's just wide. But it will be a corner, says referee Nathan Code.
Ichimura in these sorts of positions at the top of the box, you do not want him in space, and that was a harder opportunity, or I'd say probably an easier opportunity than he had in the goal that he scored last week in the Summer Cup final. It puts it wide on the left foot. He definitely has been the most lively player for Devonport in this first half. Let's turn around for a corner here.
Ichimura sends it in. Oh, it's just wide.
That was just shown out by Zebra's player. At least, okay, no, Zadasny was there as well. It looks like if a goal kick, and wouldn't imagine the halftime whistle is too far away here at Valley Road.
Zadasny's actually got some tape around his nose by the looks, Alex.
Something. It's kind of the, it's the Frankenstein look going on. To be back out there okay. It's always a bit of a hatchet job when you have to patch it up like that. It's just whatever works. And that will be the halftime whistle here at Valley Road. It is 1-0 to Devonport Strikers, with a Brody Dennehy strike getting us underway for the season here. Zebras have not been really threatening the goal, but they haven't been out of the game either. They've put in a really strong shift, but it is all Devonport here at Valley Road so far. Tony, how would you sum up that half?
Yeah, they've been hanging in there. Ryan Cook has definitely helped, but Vincent and Twos. But with Twos now on a yellow card, it's going to be interesting to see where they can strengthen when it comes to the attack. But they've got their options off the bench. They could bring on Cummings as well, or Greenaway. So anything's possible.
Yeah, definitely both teams having to walk a little bit of a tightrope with the yellow cards as we go into the second half. But as you see there, really complete domination by Devonport in terms of the shots on, and potentially could be more up in this game. Mitchell Higgins has had some good saves to make, but still 1-0 here at Valley Road, and we'll see what unfolds in the second half, and we'll join you for that in just a few moments.
With Macca's new surprise prize, you've got a 1 in 4 chance of winning. With millions of dollars worth of prizes, plus weekly draws for your chance to win $10,000 cash. Peel your fries for a chance to find a prize.
Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit for an Aussie.
and welcome back to Valley Road here on Football Tasmania TV. My name's Alex Mummery. Joining me is Tanner Code. We're excited to get underway for the second half here. Currently remains at 1-0 to Devonport over Clarence Zebras, with a stunning goal from Brody Dennehy. It's a easy lead over the shots, and you'd say the XG today for Devonport. As you see there, they've had the bulk of the pressure and the bulk of the possession, but Zebras have been hanging in there. I think coaching staff down there will be reasonably happy to see that it is still only 1-0. They haven't had a lot going forward. The defensive structure has looked okay, and they will back themselves to potentially get back in this game. But equally, Devonport, Valley Road, impossible place to travel at times. So a 1-0 lead to Devonport is a very imposing lead. Tanner, welcome back, and how would you sum up where we're going in this second half?
Thank you, Alex. Yes, it was a very interesting first half. I thought Zebras did hang in there, to be fair. Devonport maybe not as dominant as you would think they would be, but it's only round one. Both teams still testing out each other. This is going to be the real test when it comes to stamina with Clarence Zebras, the youth, and how they're going to come up against the experience of players like Mulroney.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't really thought about that youth aspect. We did touch on it a little bit in the pre-game, but definitely a very young Zebras squad, fairly inexperienced, so a good learning opportunity for them either way. As the ball evades Massey Benjamin, a little bit of a hot one to handle. Ken Hatcher will get us back in though.
Heaves it long. Ryan Cook just heads that one out.
Yeah, I don't think he knew too much about that one. But we'll see if... Sort of was remarking at half-time almost were a little bit unexpected that Devonport hadn't scored more goals. They haven't had like the most clear-cut opportunities. I know Ichimura's had a couple and a couple off the corners. And one really, really good save by Mitchell Higgins in the Zebras goal. So maybe thinking that through a little bit more, Devonport definitely could have had another, but it hasn't been like they've been streaming through the Zebras' defence, and I think that will be cause for some optimism, at least, that they will only need the one goal to get back in the game. Mulroney loops that one in the air. And Hatcher just didn't put that one behind his head, but gets away with it. And Cook, some nice footwork and too much curl on that one for Kyle Vincent, but the vision was there.
Yes, Vincent didn't stop for it though.
No, he does keep going, especially on those attacking opportunities. One thing I do often like to about Kyle Vincent is like when he's just sprinting back in defence, he's just herring back. And same thing there when he had a pressing opportunity. He wins that one there and rebounds away from Nick Wright.
Yeah, 100% just comes down to the work rate. We were talking before about WSL's players' work rates. Ella McConnon, for example. I think Kyle Vincent definitely is in that bracket when it comes to just pushing forward, bringing back, coming back. Can do it all, Kyle. So hopefully he does have a good season, injury-free.
I think what maybe held him back a little bit sometimes at nights was, one, the quality around him was, very high competition for places, the likes of Daniel Samuel, for example. But also the tank for 90 minutes. He can push. He's always pushing hard, but can he do it for 90 minutes as well? That's a question. As Shogo Umazame will try and get it into the box.
Ben Tilley just clears that away, but it will be a corner, I believe, Alex.
Yeah, looks like Ichimura coming across to take this one. Bit of a construction site at the back of Valley Road at the moment. Normally the beautiful forest there. I won't call it forest, but some nice nature out the back of Valley Road, and then just getting these new stands up and running. It should create a tremendous atmosphere. It is already a good one at the home of the Strikers. Ichimura with the outswinger this time. Get it up for Kernan to head away. Last wheel played to Bidwell. Cops a little bit of a late one. Flicked on.
Dangerous here.
Mulroney's found himself up there and maybe offside.
Almost raised an elbow there as well, Alex.
Just warding off all comers. Trying to to keep himself in the
Vincent
contest.
just worked his way back down to the wing there. Now Hatcher. Back to Vincent. Bullied off the ball, but no, yep, there you go. Bullied off it once again.
Smith, again, bit of an unsung hero of this Devonport side. He's been a stalwart at the club for a long time now, just showing his worth again there. Bidwell will sling it over to Barton. And Taylor Last plays a lovely little 1-2 with Ichimura. Ball through for Shogo Umazame, and it's blocked well by Higgins. Made himself really big there. Danger's not over yet for Devonport though. And Bidwell over the ball, but has no support. That was a cutting pass in the Japanese connection.
Yes, Shogo Uzamane looking very dangerous there. Benjamin feeds for Riku. Riku low cross. Oh, very close.
Higgins having to be brought into the game a little bit more, and this is the sort of opportunities I think Tom Ballantyne will be really liking that he's seeing from strikers in the second half. They probably haven't had that quite a high quality opportunity, even though they haven't found the back of the net yet. Both incredible chances, and Sam Two's I think going into the book there. Just assuming that he might have been Maundrell who copped the yellow card actually in the first half.
Yes, I do believe you are correct, Alex.
So both blonde-headed midfielders copping a yellow. Two's been in the wars as he wants to do it at times.
The Gillette spray is out, so Taylor Last to take.
He'll stand over this one. He's just been playing it in sort of to the top of the box so far from this kind of range. Thinks it will get back on defence. He does shoot this time. It's well over the top, and I think that sort of range, I don't know if I've ever seen a goal scored from that sort of range at any level from a dead ball.
Oh, you can't blame Taylor Last for trying.
Yeah, may as well have a go. Certainly don't have to tell me twice to shoot, and obviously don't have to tell Taylor Last twice to shoot either. So Higgins will go long. He sort of abandoned that short goal kick strategy.
Mulroney heads it away.
White and Two's going at it for Clarence. Maundrell will lose it to Bidwell.
Charles Bidwell.
Referee gets in the way.
Oh yes, one of our newer rules introduced in the last couple of years, Alex.
A little drop ball that Charles Bidwell will receive and pass it over to Mulroney to take.
Barton feeds down Riku. Back to Toby Barton. Benjamin. Barton once again. It's in a hopeful ball, but Benjamin not there.
Athletic clearance by Kane Hatcher. A little bicycle.
Good clearance.
I see Benjamin able to get it away and into Toby Barton. He'll bring it down the line. Last trying to avoid some challenges, and Vincent with a storming challenge, and he's on his bike now. Cook tries to release him, but blocked by Barton.
Oh,
Cook's still in it though. Does he have any support? But he's given away a free kick.
you can't believe it
Yeah,
either.
I think they were away there, Zebras. Maundrell was in the area, and they would have been able to put strikers under pressure, but obviously it judged to have infringed.
Mulroney happy to go short. Bidwell. Now working down the passage on the flank. Back to Bidwell. Barton. He's been everywhere already, Alex.
He's inverting there. It's a decent ball for Zadadzny. He puts it on his left. Can he go on the right?
Oh, that's a lovely save
Good
there by
save
Higgins.
by Higgins. He's come to the aid of the Zebras' defence a few times today. That's at least 3 saves that were going in. That one maybe not the most challenging, but still a decent shot from Zadadzny that was looking for that near corner.
Any save is crucial. Higgins, that was brilliant.
Yeah, and that's I think probably the main in for Zebras in terms of interstate acquisitions this season, and obviously will play a major role for them. Josh Jones going over to Glenorchy Knights. Looks like Mazame over this one this time. Richimura taking most of the other corners. It's looped up in the Zadadzny direction. Zadadzny again.
Appeals for handball, but it's waved away. Zebras only clear it momentarily. Dennehy just shoved off the ball. Now to Bidwell. Bidwell will try work around.
Shown out for a corner there. Again, it's a physical challenge by Kyle Vincent, and no whistle from the referee. But just to be a sort of a 50-50 challenge there. And it does look like in this second half that Shogo has opted to take the corner kicking duties from his compatriot. They're setting up short here, which is very unlike Devonport.
Could be a fake though. No, they elect to go short. Benjamin.
This is a bit of a set play here as Benjamin turns the corner.
He's looking for something here in his back locker.
Then he just stands it up and Zadazny knocks it down. Bidwell's in the area and offside. Just a good little turn of the corner from Marcy Benjamin. Zadazny's starting to get involved now, and this is, I think, what Devonport supporters will be very excited to see, winning those sort of 50-50 headers.
Vincent now pushing forward. That's going to be a free kick. It could be a slice of cheese as well, and it is.
Dom Smith there. A few slices of cheese for both teams at the moment. Another yellow card, and Ryan Cook will be eyeing this one off. I'm just wondering if the range probably a little bit too far back. But Vincent also doing his socks up here for the free kick.
It could be a bit of a fake out here.
I don't know, I've seen Vincent, as we're talking about in that Summer Cup game against South Hobart, I reckon his goal was from not much closer than this, but it wasn't a dead ball situation.
Yes, so this is going to be very interesting what Kyle might do. And he does take.
It's
way over the top.
It's into the back of someone's ute there. I'll be sending the bill through to Zebras Committee at some point. Just that probably a bit of a waste, I would say, from that sort of range. It's always difficult. You basically have to hit a perfect knuckleball to even challenge a keeper.
That's two set plays. We've already had skied over the bar, so
yeah, I think both were just from the range that, I don't know, it's a little bit, I would say, speculative. As Maundra with a decent challenge, but gives it away. I think that might have actually been on the Toby Barton tackle that Nick Wright had just made. Mazame, and he'll spread it wide, and goal scorer Denny. Probably been a little bit more defensive, probably in the last 20-30 minutes of the game, rather than putting intense pressure from that right wing back position.
Strikers throw in now. Dennehy. Looks like it's going to be a throw in this time to Zebras.
And just stopping for a little bit of a breather here. As we tick towards the hour mark. Do you think there's any way back into this for Clarence? Have you seen enough in this opening stanza of the second half, Tanner?
I still think there is room. Yes, I can see something just turning. Vincent is starting to look dangerous, linking up well with twos, but they need to get onto that last target, that last final shot.
Yeah, I think...
got to send in that urgency.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely trying hard. Like, can't fault the effort at all from the Zebras, but still a lot of pressure to have to deal with, and Mitch Higgins again making some very crucial saves to keep it at 1-0.
Samandis tripping there on the surface of Valley Road. Zame. Oh, shoved off the ball, and twos is appealing. Nothing doing for cards wise.
Yeah, Taylor Luss, he's been in the wars today, and that's another clip on the heel. I think he's just saying to Charles, can I catch a break today? The answer is obviously no. You
can't blame the Clarence Zebras players for targeting players like this, though. You got to take them out of the game, Alex.
Oh, I don't know if you can be that cynical, but you got to be. You do have to be physical against this Devonport side, because they themselves have such a physical advantage of most teams,
and they will bring the physicality to you.
Yeah, you've got to be able to mix it with them, but also got to walk that line of not over fouling and managing the yellow cards as well. Mulroney, he'll spread it back over to Marcy Benjamin direction. And he'll just play a little 1-2 and then look for the direct ball for Zdazny. But nothing doing on through ball. Probably aiming for the chest of the big man there.
Higgins goes short. Hatcher. Twos. Nice little 1-2 there with Ryan Cook. Cook, not what he was after there. Straight to Toby Barton.
Just couldn't get it through the gap there, Ryan Cook. I think maybe almost he's getting a little bit one-eyed on using the Kyle Vincent threat. He had some other runners through the middle, and I think that's one thing that Zebras might just have to get out of their heads a little bit. It's just trying to utilise the whole team on this counter instead of just Cook and Vincent. But still, they get in that flow, and anything can happen. We'll take a little break in play for a sub. It looks like Shogo Umazame actually coming off here. At least for a bit of a drink. And will be Nick Launo Atkinson coming on. Always a goal threat. And Jordan Payne as well for Devonport strikers. So a bit of a different look for the front half of the strikers unit. Mazame coming off, and also Zdazny.
Hatcher sends it long. Almost a tumble of bodies there. Now back down to Benjamin. Benjamin just happy to go back. Mulroney. Back down to Barton. Once again, happy to control the play. Slowing it down. Barton again. Don't know what he was going for on that one.
Yeah, Mordrell in good position and gets bowled over for his troubles.
Almost runs into Nathan.
Just wondering if there was advantage. Yeah, there was a lot going on there. Jordan Payne involved. And Dom Smith now will corral it for Devonport. And Bidwell will launch it up the line. Here is the sub, Lano Atkinson. Slide tackle, it's a clean one though.
Straight into the action early.
Combined with Dennehy. Look long for the cross. And into the awaiting open arms of Mitch Higgins. It has been a little bit, I wouldn't say ragged from Devonport, but I think their chance creation hasn't been as crisp as I think Tom Ballantyne would like at times today.
It's KG football, Alex. It really is. They're just grinding it out. They're just happy with the 1-0 at the moment, but building on it would definitely help.
I'll be interested in his post-match kind of assessment of the game, because he was fairly, I'd say, uncompromising after the Summer Cup, even though they got the win. I think at times he wanted a little bit more from his team, but also understanding that was a sweltering game, and they did get the win. There's Jack Maundrell coming off for Clarence at the Zebras, and Sam Cummins coming on. Also got Sam Bosco making an appearance as well, with Ryan Cook coming off. So Mark Astley swinging the magnets and changing things up. Bosco played a bit of fullback in pre-season.
Sam Cummins, another new player coming over for Olympia.
He'll stand it up for Bosco, but away.
Twos. Straight to the beat of Shogo. Riku, sorry, my apologies.
Ichimura's just found Payne, substitute, and he'll find Dennehy, and it's way ahead of the play there. See, yeah, Ichimura wanted that one cut back, or at least gone to the byline, and I think that does sum up probably the last 10 or 15 minutes for Devonport. Just they've got all the ball. They just need to tidy up some of their decision making. Dennehy will get another shot at it though. Cuts inside. Just stabs it at Tilly. Away by Bosco. And Higgins the sub. Bit of 1-2. This is a little bit better from Zebras. They're starting to play with more of the team, and here's Vincent, but well marshalled by Mulroney. Just so crucial in those challenges.
Just slipped over just at the wrong moment. Oh, and he just shoves Mulroney down to the ground. Vincent can't believe he was actually caught.
Looks like that will be a slice of cheese for him. Mulroney
was a good shoulder block, to be fair.
Licking his wounds a little bit here.
Might just be a little bit winded. Takes a lot to take down the big man.
Yeah, he's not going to go down easily, but if he gets one like that, it's just he's going to just compose himself and get himself back up.
Perhaps
Up and running.
Perhaps Vincent just getting into Kieran's head, just trying to let him know that he's still here.
Well, it was a really nice piece of play from Zebras. I think that's the sort of play that the coaching staff and their fans will be really hanging their hat on, but they just couldn't beat the one-on-one with Kieran Mulroney. It's a good ball through from Ichimura, and Benjamin stands it up to the back post. It's in the mixer now and cleared up into the air. It's just a bit messy at the moment, brought down at last, and find its way out to Will Siman. Bosco and Higgins, the substitutes combining well. These two have already shown a little bit.
This is looking dangerous.
Bosco again, big sliding challenge from Taylor last. And it'll be Devonport now to go on the counter. Can Jordan Payne get on his bike? And Higgins, good box control.
Higgins is happy to throw it out like that.
Yeah, a little pitching kind of like throw to first base then, I'd say. But he's done well to find the player.
Yes.
It's sent forward by Tom McKernan. He's had a solid debut for University. Sorry, I'm saying University like he did play for University. Clarence Zebras.
Not too sure what he was trying to think on that pass though. Smith.
To Taylor last, and he'll again spread it wide. Interesting. Zebras now just pressing a little bit higher now. I'm just wondering, I'd say with that substitution they've made a little bit of a intentional tweak just to see, okay, we're in the game. 25 minutes to go. Let's go for it now. Definitely challenge Devonport a little bit more. This is those subs.
This is where the youth is going to be tested, Alex. But at the same time, the pace just might come into play for them.
Yeah, I think it's always the benefit of youth. They can sort of do anything for you at times, but it can also fall you a little bit foul when you're having to see out a 1-0 lead. Obviously, Devonport with that experience of doing so multiple times. It's chopped up in the air and sat down by Lano Atkinson. It's a ball through looking for Ichimura. Higgins again off his line well. And he'll launch it back up into the air.
Directly off camera, but only as far as Tommy Barton.
Yes, nowhere near any Zebras player there, but putting him, well, getting it out of his defensive half. I think they haven't been defending quite as deep, Zebras, so maybe there's an opportunity here for strikers to get a run on it. Taylor last again. It's been sat down by Nick Wright.
I don't really think that's worth a yellow.
I think any challenge in transition these days, they will pull you up for that. I also agree that I don't think it was with the intention to slow the play down, but he's done him all ends up there, Taylor last, and I think just when you have a bit of a run and you have momentum like that, it's hard not to be given these days.
Yes, it's a very good point, but credit to Nick, he walked it off. Another free kick here for Devonport. Just a one-man wall with Twos. Twos jumps up as high as he can, sends it into the box.
Away by McKernan again.
Dennehy. Riku. Still Riku. No.
Way by McKernan again. It's a good ball out to Higgins. Sorry, Cummins. Cummins and Higgins on the same team, and there's Kyle Vincent again trying to earn a free kick, but didn't get the ball.
He's really trying to utilise the body-on-body play at the moment, isn't he? Just shoving his defender.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to earn the free kick there, but definitely clear foot ahead of him from Devonport. Here's Barton, and he'll knock it up towards Matthew Benjamin. Last again, and Bidwell. Now, Devonport just trying to sit down and keep it a little bit more. Just lower the tempo as Barton goes long in the Ichimura direction, and McKernan comes across with a big header. See it out for a Devonport throw.
Could have been dangerous if he knocked down Riku there. The elbow was up.
Yeah, he's done well just to come across and win that ball first, and then you can sort of just relax the body a little bit.
throw in to be taken by Benjamin? No, he elects to give it to Mr. Toby Barton.
A long throw coming in.
Yes, we know Toby loves those long throws. Sends it into the box.
Up in the air by Taylor last, and Atkinson does manage to retain possession. Devonport having a good spell of possession now the last couple of minutes.
Jeez, I don't know how that came off well for Bidwell's pass there.
Yeah. Ends up out for Zebra's throw in. Simone will try and look for Vincent. Good foot in from Bidwell. Vincent looking for a push. I don't think there was anything in that at all. Here's Lano Atkinson. He's good from range and shapes to shoot, but fakes it. And Marcy Benjamin just looking for a little finesse shot into the top corner. And McKernan again is in the right position. Trying to keep his teammates' heads up as well.
I tell you, if that shot was on target, Higgins was in a world of trouble. You could see he knew he was caught out on the right, that left net was just begging to be taken out.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous little play there from Devonport. They will have another corner. It's the umpteenth corner for them today. Had a few of them. They haven't quite gotten it right though. Michimura's back on them. Stand it up, and it's a big jump, and Vincent will head it away.
Benjamin
comes out
to give it across
to the top of the box, and Lano Atkinson, and now it's Bidwell. He'll knock it out to Ichimura, and he'll put it into the box, and Higgins with a good take.
Yes, that's well saved by Higgins. Vincent sussing out what's on offer.
So just going through the back. That's Taylor Lust again, who's been fouled. He's done well to retain possession there. And again, kind of these half opportunities that is going the way of Devonport at the moment. Zebra's not being able to build on the momentum they had just when those subs came on.
Yes, it's a lot more promising from Zebras at the moment, but need to get into the attacking third. Get a shot away. Test Kalamata. Haven't quite been able to do that yet, Alex.
So another change for Clarence Zebras, and Hada Al Nasser coming on for them. Another young player. Been around Zebras for a little while now. The winger. It's well done by McKernan. Launch it long. Doesn't find its way over to Cummins.
Bidwell happy to go back. Mulraney.
Cummins again. It's just in the sand over there at the far side.
I was wondering what was flying there on our screens.
Just with that construction around. Maybe bits and bobs that aren't quite the usual standards you expect up here, but managed well enough. Here's Bidwell. Little 1-2.
Charles Bidwell charging through the middle. Has Raku. Raku couldn't get through. He was taken out hard there with that challenge by Tom McKernan. But the ball's still in play. Bidwell has a look up. Was looking for that through ball for Raku, but nothing doing. But Benjamin past his defender. Takes aim, but it's wide.
Just looking for those little cuts in on his right foot and sticking in the top corner. That one got a nice little bit of float on it, but not the direction needed. But he's starting to get in the game now, Marcy Benjamin. A little bit of quiet, I'd say, over the first half. We've got getting into crunch time now. Are Zebras able to get back in this game, or will Devonport just see this one out? Go very long from Higgins. And brought down in the middle. Bosco will just shift it wide. It's Cummins. Gets cut out by Lano Atkinson, who's spinning through and earning...
Well worked by
I was going to say, earning a free kick, but just paid advantage. Here's Last again. And he'll... for Bidwell now. Bidwell on the run. Bidwell will play it through into Ichimura. And there's... oh, it's a bit of a mistake from Tilly, and it's gone over the bar.
And it's a penalty, Alex.
It's a penalty on Jordan Payne. Wow, that is a big decision. He's definitely gotten brought down, but I would say it's the question whether Ben Tilly got the ball first or not there. But Nathan Code has given it.
there was not too many protests there from the Zebras camp, so must have been a clear-cut decision,
Yeah,
Alex.
essentially. I thought Tilly for a second, he sort of walked off in a bit of, I would say, a strop in some ways, but it's been given, and Ichimura will step this one up. And if this one goes in, you'd have to say it's curtains for Clarence Zebras today.
Yes, I will definitely say so. Riku just having a think where he could put it. Just teasing. Takes a shot, and it's in the back of the net. Riku makes it 2-0, jumps up in the air, and Benjamin joins him. And there's a fist bump as well. It's all happening here at Valley
Sent the
Road.
keeper the wrong way. Really nicely solid penalty for Riku Ichimura. And he opens his account for the 2024 NPL season. This little celebration as well. He will just trot back to the halfway line and send Devonport 2-0 up. And you have to say, you can just see the dejection on Clarence Zebras now. It's going to be, I'd say, nigh impossible for them to get back into this one. And looks like with that Tom Ballantyne is comfortable to make a few extra changes. Dennehy trotting his way over to the near side, and
Ichimura also coming off.
yeah, it's a few new introductions with Mitch Burley, who's been talked up in pre-season a little bit by Tom Ballantyne in some of the pre-season media. He's a young player who's going to be coming on a bit this season, and it will get worked over to Vincent. Can they get anything back, Zebras?
Well, Vincent's not giving up.
Well, he's not, and for him, Murati, who's substituted over that right-hand side. That's a big challenge. He got the ball first.
Yes,
as the referee.
Lunu Axton caught him though.
Yeah, he's straight back up though, and Clarence will maintain possession. McKernan goes long. Interesting ball over the back of Barton, but he'll be the first one there. He'll just try and see it out, and far too big body for Nasser. Again, will be a challenge, I think, for Clarence this season. They do have a lot of young players. Also don't have a lot of physicality, I would say. There's the likes of Toby Barton able to shuttle that one out fairly easily.
No, they definitely don't, Alex.
Al Nasser will chuck it back into the mixer, but Morani will come away with it.
Morani sends it long. No options there, unfortunately. Cook, twos. Works his way through the leg, but didn't work for his favour, unfortunately. But it's still a throw in there for Zebras.
Yeah, Al Nasser handballing that one over.
Hatcher happy to throw it back into Al Nasser.
It's just a bit of a waste there, though. Didn't quite find the feet of any Zebras players, but he'll get another bite at the cherry. He's last with a big challenge. He's won that cleanly. Been fantastic today, Taylor Last, I would have to say, in my votes today.
Riku still on the field. Apologies to people who thought he was coming off as a substitution. Tom Ballantyne keeping us on our toes, Alex Early.
He's Taylor Last, and he'll just kick it over. Barely.
Once again, slowing down the play, Alex.
Yeah, they'll just wind up this clock now. They'll just be trying to keep possession. They want another goal, and it'll be in the Payne direction, and he gets bodied off it. Another call from the referee. Might be the second penalty that Jordan Payne has earned there, and a yellow card for his troubles Will Siman will get. So that's another big call from the referee.
Look, it was a shoulder into the back.
I probably agree with that one.
Yeah.
Really didn't get any of the ball in that situation. And as a forward, that's what you want to do, get the body in closer to the ball. And it will be Ichimura. Yeah, he just came over to this near side. Still on, and this could be his second goal from the spot.
Yep, they take it nice and quick. No mucking about. Riku again into the left.
Goes the other way this time and just sends the keeper. Really nice piece of body work. It's a really solid piece of penalty taking from Riku Ichimura. Devonport now 3-0 up. That will be a comfortable 3 points in the bag for them, as it is so often at Valley Road, and sending a message early in this NPL season that they will be up for the title fight again.
100%. Great brace here early by Ichimura. 2 from the penalty spot. Can't ask for more than that.
Yeah, and I think Devonport will be happy with the work of Jordan Payne since he's come on for Declan Zadazny. Very similar profile, big strapping lad, but earned 2 penalties and has put the game away for Devonport, where they've dominated the game, but while it was 1-0, Zebras still had a sniff, and you'd have to say that is not going to be the case anymore.
Absolutely, but Zebras did not give up, and here we are still going forward.
Yeah, they'll be pushing for something still here in this game. I think, as we were saying before, it is a young team, has undergone a fair profile change, I would say, and I think this will be a good experience in how to stay in games for a full 90 minutes. We'll get some more minutes in these young players at NPL level and hopefully be able to build something for that coaching staff. But again, Devonport, they're just a well-oiled machine. So clinical, and they can do it in so many ways. They've been able to earn 2 penalties here. They've been able to smash one into the roof of the net, and that will see them 3 goals up with 10 minutes to go.
Yep, not a bad goal difference to get things started.
Rennie with a thumping header.
Oh, went down hard there, but it's a free kick, and Twos can't quite believe it.
Yeah.
Bidwell just tapping Twos on the back of the head there. Back live. Raku takes advantage of the distraction. One way, then the other. Takes aim. That's a lovely save there by Higgins.
Really good save from Mitchell Higgins. This could be a 4 or 5 goal lead, you'd say, without him today. For Himarati coming up from the wing-back position and firing that one in. Devonport want more, and I think they sense the steam just coming out of this Zebras unit a little bit. A team that had held together really well with their spirit, but whether they can keep that going as Lano Atkinson deliver that one in, and Higgins will come in again, doesn't take it. Ichimura!
Oh,
it's a crossbar!
Jeez, nearly had a hat-trick there.
Thunderous strike, and Higgins will maintain that one after a follow-up shot from Bidwell, but Ricky Ichimura, she's done it twice from the spot, almost did it again from open players. Vincent gets a half chance.
Oh, he's given a penalty!
He's given it a penalty. That was, I don't think the keeper got the ball there, but Vincent made the most of that one too. So Zebras will get a chance to get back in this game. So it's come alive here at Valley Road in the last 10 minutes.
Yes, it certainly has, but Vincent did go flying after that challenge, but Nathan Coe points to the spot. That will be our 3rd penalty of the day, Alex.
Yes, so Vincent looks like he's gone straight over to claim that one. He's earned the penalty. Can he put it away? That's going to be the big question. But another yellow card. There's been a few in these games. In this game today. And Vincent just placing it on the spot. And this will be potentially game on here if he can put this one away. Goes the same way as the keeper, and Kalamata saves it. It's a big save to keep it at 3-0, and just read him like a book there, Noah Kalamata. See the impressive keeping of the new import for Devonport.
Yes, you can't ask for much better than that. Just save down.
Yeah, and that's a real demoraliser there for Zebras. I think get a consolation goal there. You'd think, okay, take that potentially, but not able to put the penalty away. That's maybe a bit of a heartbreaker for Kyle Vincent, who has worked hard all day and worked hard to earn that penalty, but couldn't put it away. Big save from Noah Kalamata.
Bidwell.
For Himarati coming on the right-hand side, and he'll find out Lano Atkinson, and he'll just pop it back into Taylor last. Can they put a 4th on the board? Really put the hurt on Zebras, and Payne's in a decent position, but Higgins well aware of the danger and trying to earn just another slice of cheese for Jordan Payne. So a few yellow cards today from both teams. I think referee happy to dole out the cards today.
Yes, there's been a lot of yellow cards today. Tom McKernan joining him in the book, I believe.
Yeah, along with Toby Barton, Sam Twos. I could probably name the whole team on both sides almost. Kyle Vincent's had one, Nick Wright's had one. But it's, yes, it's been that sort of day. I know Clarence, I think, have been trying to mix it physically with him, and I think that did work to an extent, but Devonport have had their fair share of slices as well. As Twos will bring it down, and Vincent pop it up in the air.
Raku now looking forward. Will he get his hat trick? Has a look up. Calls for the option. Goes himself. Oh, nearly into the bottom right there.
I think that was a nice piece of thinking, just trying to square it back to the penalty spot. And Payne almost there, but Tilly right in the right position for a centre-back, and he'll just gladly spoon it out of there. 5 minutes to go to hold on for Devonport to see if they can't increase their lead, and Clarence hoping for a consolation or not to make this hurting any worse. And not that you'd be thinking about it this time of the year, but goal difference never goes astray for either team when you're thinking about final year positions.
Yeah, they'd be very disappointed not to get that penalty. It would have been nice to take something back home to Wentworth Park, but not to be.
Chimura comes in and it's nodded into the box. It's away and sprints on.
Oh,
Twos is after their big
bodies.
Train crash out there on the near side.
Vincent
Twos has gone
got
down.
up, and
yeah,
Twos is up too. Well, that's good to see.
Mitchell Burley chasing back for Devonport. Bidwell will just give it to his midfield counterpart, and last acknowledging that they're in a position of power there, inviting the press onto him. He'll swing around on his right foot, and it'll be Atkinson, yeah, and Muradi now, and he'll trick it inside.
Simon with effort himself.
Yeah, Simon with a good challenge, and last will pull the trigger and rebound back and then go up in the air off Mitch Burley. Tom McKernan there made a few good blocks today. For Zebras fans, they would have liked to see his performance today. Him and Tilly have been okay, even given the 3-0 scoreline. You know, Tilly did give away that first penalty, but I think for large parts of this game, they've looked decently solid back there.
Yeah, 100%. You can't go past Toby Barton and Kieran Mulroney's defensive work rate today, as it is almost every day at Valley Road.
Yeah, you just can't really doubt the prowess they have back there, and here is Toby Barton.
Speak of.
Yeah, I'm just starting to formulate who's my player of the game here. Wondering whether... well, Taylor Last for me is definitely in the votes as he gets on the ball there, but I think it's just been a good team performance here from Devonport. Ricky Uchimura probably with the 2 penalties and some really good creative play in that first half too, as Bidwell shuttles it forward. Here's Al Nasser. Go back into Last, and he'll get it again. And just gets blocked off by some Clarence players, and
does get blocked off there. But Vincent goes down, asks for a foul, nothing doing. Raku sends in a lovely through ball there.
Slide challenge from Twos. Burley's trying to work his way in, and McKernan away again. And just creeping towards the end of the game now. Devonport still pushing for a goal, but Clarence doing enough to hold on. And it's like one more substitution for Mark Astley. Might be James Greenaway coming on for his NPL debut. A young player who's played at university as well, making the trip across with Tom McKernan and Mark Astley the year previously. He's a young winger.
That's a good challenge, but no, it's not.
No, it's
free kick.
Cop too much of the player there. There's a sliding challenge, I believe, by Will Simon over there. He's been a bit hit and miss with those slide challenges. A few really good ones and a couple sloppy ones. That's one of the more sloppy ones there.
This will be a tight angle for Nick Atkinson, but might favour him to get it into the top left.
Yeah, that left foot that he's got, it's a very unique striking style, I would say. He just puts a lot of spin, a lot of dip on the ball, and this sort of angle I would not write him off.
He's no stranger to a screamer, but let's see what he can produce. He does send it.
Yeah, pops it up. I think he was looking for a header. Payne's in the box.
Ball's still alive momentarily. No, it'll be a corner.
Yeah, and we're just going towards, again, Seems like the clock's going slower and slower as we go towards the 90th minute here. Lano Atkinson will look to put a slightly better delivery in here. Back post this time. Floats it up. Big jump from Vincent. Al Nasser misses his clearance, and Ichimura will just try and keep it in the corner, you'd imagine.
Oh, that is fantastic work there by Riku. Works
Slick
round.
footwork.
He's worked around 2 defenders. Oh, just needed the finishing target.
Still open for Lano Atkinson. It goes off the bar again for Devonport. They've hit the crossbar 3 times today.
Oh, goodness me. How did they not score there, Alex?
That is some unbelievable footwork from Riku Ichimura. He'll almost set up one of the better goals you'll see. He's gone past about 3 Zebras defenders there.
That was absolutely brilliant by Riku. Could be a very good signing here for Tom Valentine.
Yes,
We have seen a lot early.
Yeah, I was saying my player of the match before. Last is in the votes, but it probably would be Riku Ichimura taking all 3 today.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for the votes when it comes to someone scoring the goals, so I think Riku's definitely my man of the match. But just his overall just hold-up play and just weaving his way through traffic.
I think anyone else would have just gone, I'll just keep it in the corner, but he's like, no, let's take him on.
Yeah.
I think got that mentality that he can dribble past anyone, so that will be an exciting acquisition for us to watch this season.
And fair play to him. It was absolutely brilliant how he did it.
Yeah, really nice, and Bidwell will get on the run and try to play through ball, but nothing doing. And now we're into injury time now. Just a matter of Devonport seeing this one out now and seeing if Zebras again going direct. Toby Barton's been in this situation a few times, one out, and he's, again, casually seeing that over the line.
Can't imagine there'd be too much stoppage time. Two's showing a bit of frustration after that. Can't say you blame him, but look, Zebras have been spirited today, and I think they can be happy with their efforts. Obviously didn't get on the scoreboard through Kyle Vincent, but yeah, it hasn't been too bad from them today, Alex.
Yeah, it's hard because you look at the scoreboard and you say, 3-0. It's maybe not. It's not what you want, obviously, if you're on the Zebras coaching staff. But so that's a bit of a scuff clearance. But Kalamata will get it away. But yes, they have shown some really good effort and and they've kept the spirit up throughout the game. But and again, conceding penalties. It's one of those ones where you think, I guess you've just got to improve defensively there. It's just back to the drawing board a little bit, even though probably for 75-80 minutes of the game they were right in it.
Back down to Riku. You wouldn't put it past him to get his hat trick just before the game's over.
Yeah, I think he's on for one here. He'll look for the back post and just swings it past the run of Mitchell Burley.
That's the team thing. I don't mind that.
Yeah, so he's probably running out of time to get one, but still a chance of the Hattie. Early lead in the NPL Golden Boot. Kane Hatcher now can't corral that one, and he'll
Pulling off well there by Twos.
Yeah, win the ball back and go back from Al Nasser into Twos. He's got space now. It's a sort of play that I think they'll be wanting to improve, and there's Bosco. Well marshalled again by Mulraney. A little bit of a scuff clearance from Kalamata, and Barton again. Vincent goes through him late. Mulraney will get rid of it again. Mulraney and Barton, I think, would be battling it out for my one vote, to be honest. I think both of them have just been super solid back there today. Both with the ball and without the ball, really calm presences back there.
Absolutely, Kieran and Toby have definitely put in a shift today. I think particularly Toby, just not afraid to just whip it into the box. I think he's done very well today.
Yeah, able to sort of get forward from that wide left centre-back position in the back three a little bit when he can. Just giving him a little bit of an extra dimension. As Smith will send it to Fahim Muradi.
Did well. Happy to pass it through to the corridor. Could look for Riku. He does. Very happy to pass it back. Did well. Could look for the new Atkinson.
Jordan Payne now bustling his way through, and Tilly gets pressed into a turnover. Muradi had a shot, and that will be all she wrote, folks, at Valley Road. solid 3-0 win to the Devonport Strikers. Just getting off to a good start for their season, getting that one off on the right foot. Goal scorers for them today, 2 from Riku Ichimura and an absolute stunner from Brody Dennehy to get us underway for the season up here. But a solid performance from them, again, against a spirited Zebras side, but ultimately one with a bit of one that lacked a bit of cutting edge.
Yeah, unfortunately so. Zebras, they were spirited and they really did try their hardest. They were still in it, especially at the 1-0. Credit to them, they didn't give up, but Devonport's quality just got over the line, and you just look at the shots comparison, 33 shots to 2. I didn't think it was that high, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think just at the end there, they really got on top, and even though they did score 2 penalty goals, you look at those stats and you think, well, that's a very well-earned 3-0 victory for Devonport. For Clarence, I think back to the drawing board a little bit. I think they'll be happy with how some of their players played, and they'll be using this one as a bit of a benchmark to be like, okay, this is the sort of level that we need to get through towards, work towards in the season. But ultimately, a slightly disappointing result for them, and something that I think they'll have to really recover from if they're to kind of challenge for the top half of the table this season.
Yeah, definitely. No, Zebras, Coach Mark Ashley will definitely give them a bit of a rundown at full time in the sheds, but you never know. They could build on it.
Yeah, maybe not going to be the happiest trip down the Midlands tonight for them, but a solid win for Devonport in front of their home faithful. They will, again, obviously be challenging for the NPL title off the back of that performance and the Summer Cup. So for them, it's been a solid result. Stay tuned for the coaches' interviews. They'll be coming later on. But thanks for joining us here at Valley Road. My name's Alex Mummery, and I've been joined by Tanner Code, and we'll see you next week.
No, it's not. It's everywhere. It's